Welcome back to Masculine Scrapping. Today we're going to be working on a spread from Disney Springs at the Walt Disney World Complex in Orlando, Florida. So just want to show you a couple pieces. This background paper came from a Disney scrapbook pack, as well as these borders that I'm going to use on the sides. I did use my tearing tool to tear the yellow double border there, and this Christmas tree and this title page I made on my Cricut machine. If you can notice here, there's little dots in the balls on the trees. That's actually the color of the undersheet coming through, and I just thought it was cool. Like right here, see, it's a little blue, a little yellow. Thought that would look cool. And I bordered my pictures just in a thin layer backing or matting of black. I designed this balloon from the one that is there at Disney Springs, and I was able to pull the Disney Springs logo off of the web and use my Cricut machine to cut it. So you can see that I combined the balloon and the logo to make it. Now, part of what I have to decide is, do I want it to be like that with Disney Springs at the top, or do I want to design it like this with Disney Springs a little crooked? I honestly still don't know which I prefer. This shows more of the balloon but leaves a blank space there. Turning it like this makes it feel square at the top, but you can't see as much of the balloon. So I think I'm going to go with this route here, like that. So let's start putting this together. I do like to start with borders and then the bigger things. So we'll get these borders on. Just using my double-sided adhesive tape here. And I think I'm going to leave just a little bit of the yellow showing on the outside, just to make it a little more interesting. I could have put it right at the edge, but it won't have as much dimension if I had done that. So just like an 1/8 of an inch. There we go. And we'll do the same to the other side. This yellow paper was left over that I'm using for the torn edge, was left over from another project. I always try and hold on to those because you never know when you'll be able to use them as borders and not have to basically pay for a whole new sheet of paper. When I moved to Oklahoma, I threw away a ton of extra pieces of paper because I just didn't have space to move it all, and I was a little sad about that. We're going to set this Christmas tree right in the middle. I'm going to try and pull this off if it'll come off easy, and yeah, that's not coming off easy, so I'm going to leave that on there. Whoever's in charge of making scrapbook supplies, they need to make sure that when they put price tags on things, they can come off easily. Okay, Christmas tree right in the middle. Now this Christmas tree is because I wanted to have these pictures of the tree there at Disney Springs. It's cool because they make kind of a fake snow coming down. And this picture is actually kind of fun. My son is like, take an epic picture of me staring wistfully off to the distance in the snow. I was just like, okay, but it actually turned out pretty fun. But it's just funny to see us in pictures with snow and we're wearing t-shirts. So this picture was taken earlier in the day, and then that one was taken at night as we were leaving. I'm gonna just stick that up there for a bit. So I decided, we're gonna go ahead and center the balloon and then have the Disney Springs logo to the side a bit. I am going to try and push it up as much as possible. Now you might see that it looks like there's a black border on here, and it actually is. Instead of double bordering it, I took a black marker and gently just outlined the edge. If I hadn't have done that, it might have been really hard to see the distinction right here. I mean, you can see that very thin line of black is helping this to stand out. Do I want to put these down at both at the bottom? Yeah, I want to put those both at the bottom. But we'll kind of push them out so that there's as much space as possible to see that balloon. I really do like using the Cricut machine to make kind of elements that stand out on the page. I used to use a lot of stickers. My favorite stickers were Jolie's, mostly because they were three-dimensional. But as I started to learn to use the Cricut machine more, I wanted to design more and more my own elements instead of using other people's designs. And so I would say probably a third of my process of designing pages is done on the computer now, laying things out and saying, where do I want to put different aspects. So there we go. Disney Springs, Walt Disney World, Christmas tree, and focusing on the hot air, or I guess it's a helium balloon that is there. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. Would love to be seeing your projects. Take care.